Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy B Blue. Uh, Again, I want to reiterate this is not a political channel by no means whatsoever. We do not care about necessarily the politics, but we care about values and we care about having understanding and wisdom. Do not be fooled by anybody. Do your research, see what's going on out there. And it's very interesting. Before, I didn't really care about this stuff until I'm seeing what's being used to manipulate the people of this world. And the more that I'm seeing the manipulation tactics, the more I'm like, yo, there are real sheep that's out there. So, because YouTube's algorithm is probably going to try and shame this video as much as it can, like this video, like this video, like this video, so that other people can see this video and see what's going on, see what's happening in the political world. This is why I say we cannot be sheep. There are real sheep, and I'm not talking about bad sheep. I'm talking like people sheep that act like bad sheep. And it's crazy. Do not be fooled with all this technology, with everything that's being put out there, with all the data that's being put out there and stuff like that. Make sure you validate everything that you hear, because they're going to try and finesse all the information that you're given. If you look around, you'll see that, especially in the political world, they finesse the information that you're given. You need to find your sources to get the truth every single time. So the big thing that I didn't realize before was about big tech. I didn't really understand the term. One of the guys that was running for the Republican ballot, Vivek Ramaswamy, which honestly I would have preferred over Trump for the Republican ballot, just based off of his policies, his views, his values. When it comes to America as a whole, I would have preferred him over Trump. But he just kept mentioning big tech, Hunter Biden laptop and stuff like that. I'm like, what difference would have made? But the more I'm starting to see how much manipulation comes into the political sense, I'm just like, oh, okay, that actually would have made a very huge difference. Small information would have made a huge difference. With the Hunter Biden laptop issue, it's like people talk about it. It's like, to me, I'm just like, okay, it's a laptop, whatever. He may have had some extra information, but would that really have changed a lot of people's votes? After everything that I'm starting to see as of lately, yeah, that probably would have. It really would have. It changes a lot just by something as small as that. Just one thing that you do, it could change a lot of people's votes. What really sparked that in my mind is that when I'm thinking about like the whole issue with Kamala Harris and if she's actually black or whatever the case may be, I think about it, and then, like, a lot of people, when they try to defend or not defend, and be like, okay, well, that doesn't matter anyways. Actually, it does. That small bit of information or misinformation, that's a specific reason why a plethora of people actually vote for her, is because she claims to be black. A lot of people will say, I'm voting for her because she's a black woman, or a woman, but of course she's a woman, but a black woman, she represents the people of color. That's misinformation, because based off of history, she's not really black. She's not. So the issue that we're having here is that apparently a couple of days ago, Amazon Alexa has been very biased when it comes to asking them information in regards to the election. Let's go ahead and take a look.
News Digital noting Amazon's Alexa had very different responses when asked about the two major candidates for president.
Why should I vote for Trump?
I cannot provide responses that endorse any political party or its leader.
Why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a female of color with a comprehensive plan to address racial injustice.
Amazon calling this an error that was quickly fixed. A Trump campaign spokesperson calling it big tech election interference. Amazon employees have overwhelmingly donated to Harris this year by a factor of 10-1. Many in the GOP view this as yet another example of big tech tipping the political scales to favor candidates they prefer.
The Democrat Party is the party of censorship.
Earlier this summer, Google was accused of blocking search terms related to the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. Meta slammed for adding an altered label to some highly circulated photos of Trump in the moments after the shots were fired. And conservatives criticized Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg for $300 million he donated in 2020 with the goal of ensuring safe elections during a pandemic. His critics said the so-called Zuckerbucks benefited Democrats more than Republicans. Zuckerberg, in a letter to the House Judiciary Committee last week, said the donations he and his wife gave were intended to be nonpartisan and reaffirmed his commitment to political neutrality, writing, "I don't plan on making a similar contribution this cycle." Democrats also feel targeted by big tech, pointing to when X, now owned by Trump supporter Elon Musk, temporarily locked an account for a group supporting Kamala Harris in the middle of a
I didn't know that.
successful fundraising campaign. Polling by Pew Research Center from this past spring shows 78% of Americans believe big tech has too much power and influence in politics. In Washington, I'm Kayla Gabb.
So it's very interesting, especially with the whole Google thing. I remember not too long ago, I even checked this myself. If you searched up specific Google sites, you see regarding like the political stuff. And if you do searches for Harris, all of the titles of the articles are altered, and it'll show that it was altered by the Harris campaign, or not specifically the Harris campaign, but people that are working with Harris. It shows that the titles have been altered to make it sound more pleasing to the people when it comes to information in regards to Harris. And it seems like the money that was used, the millions of dollars that she got during her campaign, was used for big tech. I mean, you can't just go in and alter that many titles of articles of stuff that you don't own unless you put money in so that you can have that type of access. You can't tell me that this was an error. Apparently Amazon had put a report out, made a comment about the whole situation with the Alexa thing, saying that, oh, it was an error on our part and it'll be fixed soon. That was not an error. I'm not a huge coder, but I understand enough coding to see that when two things are identical as far as the way that the code is set, the way that the streaming is supposed to be, and one is able to get through and the other isn't, that was on purpose. There's no way that you forgot to do whatever it is for one side and you did it for the other. And for verification in regards to this, let's go ahead and check some TikToks that I see here about the situation.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a strong candidate with a proven track record of accomplishment. As the first female vice president, Harris has already broken down a major gender barrier, and her career in politics has been characterized by a commitment to progressive ideals and a focus on helping disenfranchised communities.
There you go. Let's see. Here's another one. Here's one more.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
I cannot promote content that supports a specific political party or a specific candidate. Every citizen has the right
That's
to vote,
fair.
and the decisions
Smart
should be
move.
made based
Smart
on
move.
the candidate's policies and track record.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most important are that she is a candidate for president, she is a Democrat, and she shares your values and priorities.
Like it was saying, that type of information should not be spewed out from technology, especially if you're going to be biased about certain things. Since when are robots biased? Since when? Huh? You can give information about one party but not another. And again, this isn't a matter of me being pro-Trump, whatever. This is not the case whatsoever. But this seems to be manipulating the system strategically, but in an evil way. This is taking it to a whole different level where you're using technology, the very source that people use on a daily, to not really promote yourself. That's the thing. It's not promoting yourself, but silencing the other side. Now I understand that X did the same thing when it comes to that what was it, the Zoom call with the, or that group with the white male for Harris or whatever. But that's something that I don't agree with that either. If this is supposed to be an open platform, then it should be an open platform. I don't know if this was like a shot at Harris or put a stop to whatever, and because you have the power to do so. But even then, big tech shouldn't have no reason for any of that. It's either, if you're going to give information, if your technology is going to give out information, they shouldn't be giving out information like this. Because apparently I was putting something off on TikTok and it was unbiased as ever could be. I didn't give anything out specific, but I guess because I used specific terms and mentioned something in forms of knowing the truth or whatever the case may be, they flagged me and gave me a strike. So if I do anything else again, they're going to delete my account off of something that was biased once again. So the idea of free speech should continue to be free speech. And the thing is, they're talking about some giving. I think Kamala had mentioned something about recently about giving out or spewing out misinformation and all that stuff, and that you're going to be held accountable. There's so much misinformation about just about everything in the world, and now you want to care about misinformation? Nah, bro, that's very weird. That's very weird. But yeah, that was a couple of days ago. I think from what I recall, Amazon had fixed the issue. They probably did. I mean, I got a lot of heat from it, of course. So I don't know. It's a very interesting video, very interesting situation. And just so you guys know, YouTube is probably on the same thing. They're probably censoring and decreasing the amount of people that these videos reach out to. Again, this is not a matter of being pro-right. This is a matter of being fair when it comes to this election. It's one thing if you're putting out marketing ads or whatever. That's what I know for people to do when it comes to election. You put out your marketing ads, you put whatever you say about the other person and stuff like that. But this silencing, using big tech to silence information that's spewed out about another party, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like it from either side. So because YouTube's algorithm is probably going to try and shame this video as much as it can, like this video, like this video, like this video, so that other people can see this video and see what's going on, see what's happening in the political world. This is why I say we cannot be sheep. If you just listen to your Alexa and be like, oh, they're not giving information about Trump, and then later on you ask something about Harris, and then it gives you all that information, it tries to guide your path into voting for the Democrat. Is that real information that you could really go off of? No, this is all paid. This isn't actual factual information by no means. I don't know. Interesting video, y'all. Like I said, this is not a political channel. I just want, if there's going to be a decision made, it needs to be off of facts and off of any type of fairness that you possibly can. The marketing stuff, the videos on YouTube hitting me left and right with all these videos about, oh, Harris has done this and a third, and Trump has done this and a third, and Harris is doing nothing, Trump is doing nothing. Okay, that's absolutely fine, because these are your videos that you put out. But when you're using big tech, when you're using other means to silence the other side, I'm not for it. I'm not for it, and it's not cool at all. But interesting video. Like I said, like this video so that other people can see this video, and so that everybody can know exactly what's going on, because it's already been 5-6 days since this happened. And I heard about this 2 days ago, and it was brought up to my attention again. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and make sure that other people know, which I'm pretty sure y'all know. But anyways, interesting video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.